Johnson's got it. He's going to score. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Longview. Longview has taken the lead. Island's team and Longview, a tough-minded playoff team that also likes to run the ball. They beat a Belton team to get here.
Yeah, South Garland a little bit more one-dimensional than Longview is. As they last week against Lake Highlands, they only threw 5 passes in the game. They've averaged less than 10 passes per game on the season, and their running attack revolves around the quarterback Stephen Turner and the tailback John LaCour. LaCour is a 2-year, 1,000-yard rusher for them, and Turner is who guides the attack, doesn't get as many carries, but he's probably just as dangerous as LaCour is. They don't throw the football much at all, as we mentioned, but when they do, they'll try to get the ball to T.J. Hill, their tight end. But as most running teams are, when they decide to throw the ball, they tend to run play-action passes and bootlegs and try to get the passes underneath after you fool the defense. Offensive line for them, they're really not a very big offensive line. They've got a 217-pounder, 215-pounder, 2 230-pounders, and 256 in today's high school football for an offensive line. That is extremely small. Their defensive line is actually a lot bigger. I wonder if one of the things you see, and I guess their linebacker and their nose guard are the bigger players, but is they may just be one of these teams that we're going to try to get smaller, quicker linemen and try to pull, run traps and some things like that. But anyway, it's going to be a good matchup for Longview. The Lobos last week had a great game against Belton. They stopped David Ash, the quarterback, who throws the ball a lot, and they shut that down. And then offensively, we continue to play well. I think one of the things that's a big advantage for Longview in this game, Brent, is they've got a lot of experience in the playoffs. If you think about the last 3 years, we played in the state championship last year, state championship 2 years ago, and then the semifinals the year before that. So, I mean, you're looking at somewhere around 17 extra games in the last 3 years, and several of these players were involved in a significant number of those.
Okay, what about the keys?
Well, I think the keys for Longview tonight is going to be on their offensive end. I think they can't make mistakes tonight. You don't want to give South Garland a short field. I don't think South Garland is going to take the ball and make a lot of big plays against Longview just because they're so conservative. I mean, they're a lot like John Tyler used to be, and Carter is now with Coach Allen Wilson. They just try to pound it at you, and Longview's got a lot of teams foot speed, so it's going to be hard for them to break the real long runs. They may get a few 10 to 15 yarders, but I think where Longview could be in peril is if they fumble the football, turn it over, give a short field to South Garland. South Garland, even though they scored a lot of points last week, has not been a team that's been blowing opponents out or losing by very many, which is often what you see in teams that run the ball. So I think that's a key. And then again, I think, and we haven't really talked about that much this year because we haven't seen it, but we've got a big win today. And
yes,
a big win can change so many things. I mean, it cost us a game in the playoffs one year where we couldn't kick a field goal into it. And so I think that's another thing to watch.
Okay, what about the region?
Well, the opponent is already set for the winner of this game, and that's going to be Tomball, as they beat Austin Anderson. And Tomball with a pretty easy victory, 40-20. Down in the south half of the bracket, Rowlett played Mesquite Horn. Mesquite Horn's just rolling up everybody. They won their first week against Coppers Cove, a good team, 48-14. They won 44-22 last night. Mesquite Horn is on a roll, and there's always a possibility that Longview's going to play them again. And then Klein and Leander play today, and I would suspect that Klein should be the favorite in that one.
Okay, let's quickly look at the top 10, the ones that are still left, John.
Yeah,
the ones that are out, maybe.
The top 10 is pretty interesting when you consider we're only 2 weeks into it. Trinity is number 1 still, and they play Island, so one of those is going out. Katie's 2. They've won. Round Rock, Stony Point is 3. But then after that, it gets interesting. The Woodlands, who was 4, lost in the first round. Capel is going to play tonight. They won in the first round. Klein Collins lost in the first round. Lufkin lost in the first round. Galena Park, North Shore, and Island are 8 and 9, and number 10 is Katy Cinco Ranch. So we've already lost 3 in the top 10 in 5A. South Garland won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Longview will get the football, and South Garland will kick it with the wind from the south end of the stadium. We'll be back with more football from King K Stadium and the Dallas ISD after this 2-minute timeout. Welcome back, everyone, to King K Stadium. Britt Taylor, Johnny Bond, Eddie and Mike Richardson, Gene Morris, Gary Lovelace also with us today. Longview is going to receive the football, and they'll receive it at the north end. South Garland will kick it from the south end. They deferred to the second half, so Longview will take the football. And I tell you, the reason I think they deferred, I mean, a lot of times you want the ball in the second half, but I think they deferred this time, Brent, because they wanted the wind at their back in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They kick off if they can hold it. Longview forces to punt and win. You can get good field position on your first possession. I think that played in their mind. Longview, Hank Torres is the center. Green and Bell are the guards. Racho and Borns are the tackles. The tight end, DeMarja Devine. Bubba Poole's a split end. The flankers, Wayne Thomason. Petey Robinson's the quarterback. Dakota Anthony, the fullback. Justin Fagans is the tailback. Defensively for South Garland across the front, and I can't believe these are weights are right on their hands. 175 and 162. Jonathan Guerrero at 162, and Juan Guerrero, I guess they must be brothers, is a 175-pounder. Charles Walker is a nose guard. He's a 275-pounder. The linebackers are Abbott, Johnson, White, and Davis. Eric White's their best linebacker, 230-pounder. Batavius Davis and Bryce Brooks are the corners. Rashad Austin and DeQuincy Anderson are the safeties.
The series is tied at 2 apiece, both times in the playoffs. They've won 2, Longview's won 2. Angel Maldonado will kick it off. We're glad you're with us. This one's going to be kicked high and deep and out of the back of the end zone. Nobody's going to return this one. That wind is blowing. It's going to be about 74 degrees today. A sunny day here in Dallas, but the wind is out of the south, and John has talked about it many times. The wind's out of the south about 20, 25 miles an hour, a gusting wind. So Longview will scrimmage from their 20-yard line, 1st and 10, on their first offensive series of the game. The second round game here in Texas in the King K Stadium. Eric Hawkins in the game for Longview. I formation, tight end near side of the field. There goes Fagans. Right side he goes, and he got 3 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 7 to the 23-yard line.
I tell you, Brent, I put the glasses on because the defensive ends, I couldn't believe that their listed weights are right, but I don't know if they're exactly those weights, but those are 2 little bitty defensive ends.
They really are, John.
Longview attacks a lot of times on the perimeters, and that's going to be an interesting matchup. They pull their big guards and their tackles and block those guys. So
motion now. South Garland jumped into the neutral zone.
And that was their nose guard who jumped immediately.
That's not who they had listed as their starter.
No, that's what I was looking at. Mengistu is the starter at nose guard, which is a surprise, I guess.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 2nd down, and it's going to be 2nd down and 2 for Longview. From their own 28-yard line. Longview, they're all green today. Green jerseys, green pants, white numbers, and green helmets. Red, white, and blue for South Garland. Red pants. 2nd down and 2. from the 28. High formation, Longview. Motion, Devine comes back to the near side. And they give it to Fagans. Right side he goes. First down to the 32-yard line. So Longview with a fresh set of downs. They head into the win with 11:05 to go in the first quarter. There's no score in the game. Longview will reset and scrimmage from their own 32-yard line. First down and 10. Poole in the game of wide receiver, and he goes to the wide to the far side of the field. A wing on the near side along with the tight end. The tight end is Olsen. There's Fagans, knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that's their outside linebacker, Jordan Davis, as he just crashed down and was in the backfield and made the play out there. Somebody just didn't pick him up, I guess, because he just came through untouched and made the big play.
Lost a yard on the play to the 31, second down and 11. And now Charles Walker, the big nose guard, checks in the game. Longview second down and 11 from their 31-yard line. They operate from the I formation. One running back, wing near side of the field along with the tight end. Two wides to the far side of the field. Devine, motion to the far side. They toss it to Fagans. Fagans is going to turn up. Longview's going to get a penalty. Yeah. Out to the 38.
They're going to get called against Devine on blocking. Jordan Davis, the linebacker, was out over the slot guy. And when he did, as soon as he saw the pitch back, he broke in. And Devine just reached out and grabbed him, and they caught him for the hold.
So Longview's going to get a 10-yard penalty, and that will make it second down and 21. And that'll move Longview back inside their 25 to their 21-yard line.
I'm telling you, Brent, you don't want to stall out on your first series into this kind of win because they're going to get good field position. So we need to, at the very least, if we don't get another first down, we need to move the ball a little bit.
Second down and 21 from Longview scrimmages from their 20-yard line, or second down and 20. Wide receivers to the far side of the field, along with the wing back. Spread formation, and they give it to Dakota Anthony. Up the middle he comes. He broke it clear. He's to the 40. He's out to the 44-yard line, and a first down for Longview.
Well, they were playing man in the secondary, and we had the twins set on the far side, and then what we did is came back to the weak side, and when he did, Dakota Anthony broke through past the linebackers, and when the secondary is in man, if you can get into the secondary, sometimes they don't even know that you're running until you go right by them.
Out to the 44. Longview will scrimmage first and 10 with 9:35 to go first quarter. No score in the game. The 44-yard line of Longview is the line of scrimmage. Longview again. Spread formation, wing near side of the field. D.T. Jackson to the far side. Motion Olsen. There goes Anthony again up the middle. He's into the clear at the 45. He's to the 38-yard line of South Garland. Right up the middle of the field he went to the 38. It's a first down for Longview. Or 39-yard line.
Tell you, Brent, honestly, Dakota Anthony's like our secret weapon.
He really is.
I mean, he doesn't look like he should be able to do anything, and you might watch 3 or 4 games and he doesn't do anything. But if you stack up, try to stop our tailback, they'll give it to Anthony, and he will make yards.
High formation. Fagans left tackle he goes, and Fagans got it to the 36-yard line. He got 3 yards on the play, and it's going to be second down and 7. He really is a secret weapon, John. He's very good. He does a lot of things for Longview in that offense.
But if you scout, and you scout a couple of games, he may not get many. Like last week, he didn't get very many carries, and I think they just get the impression, well, they're not going to give it to the fullback. But that's absolutely not true, and he's a good little player.
He really is. Spread formation, 3 wides near side of the field. Here's Robertson, going to run it. He's going to keep it. He's up the field at the 30. He's to the 26-yard line, and a first down for Longview at the 27-yard line of South Garland.
Yeah, there was a keeper all the way, and what happened is Jonathan Guerrero, the outside defensive end, kind of broke down on Petey Robertson, and Petey made a move, Brennan, at the line of scrimmage, and he goes back inside of him, and Guerrero never laid a hand on Petey Robertson. Not even touched him, which is not even that much in space that he couldn't put a hand on him.
High formation. There's Fagans. He tries the middle of the field, and he got it to the 24. And he got 4 yards. Got to be second down and 6 at the 24-yard line. Longview just continues to probe the run with 7:42 to go in the first quarter. Longview has moved the football from their 20 all the way down to South Garland's 24. And a second down and 6. No score in the game.
Well, in this series, Longview's offensive line has just been able to kind of manhandle the defensive line of South Garland.
Same I formation. There's Fagans. Left side he goes this time. And he got close to a first down at the 18-yard line.
And see, that time, I don't know if you could see that, or people at home for sure can't, but the left side just drove South Garland off the line of scrimmage just immediately. I mean, it's just a gaping hole on the left side.
First down for Longview at the 18 of South Garland. 6:59 to go first quarter. Longview football at the 18, 1st and 10. No score in the game. Longview's first possession. And Marsha Devine in the game for Longview, along with Eric Hawkins. High formation, double tight end set. There goes Fagans. This time he stopped for no gain. Maybe got a yard. Second down and 9. That time it was a good defensive play.
Yeah, that was a deep penetration, and the play was made that time by the linebacker Devin McKenna.
Second down and 9 for Longview at the 18-yard line of South Garland. Thomason checks in the game for Longview on second down and 9. Clock moves here in the first quarter. 6:18 to go. Tight end and a wing back to the far side, and double wide receivers to the near side of the field. There's Petey Robertson going to roll to throw. Pulls up, chunks, incomplete.
Well, that was the pressure because DeMarcia Devine was open. Petey looked down the field, and then when he had those guys covered, he came back to Devine, but he was under such heavy pressure that he just had to unload it, and it goes incomplete.
So it's third down and 9 for Longview at the 18-yard line of South Garland. Actually, the line of scrimmage is a 17-yard line, so it's third down and 9 for Longview.
Hey, Brent, I wouldn't surprise to see Longview try to run the ball a couple of times here, because it's going to be tough to kick a field goal much more than 30 yards into this win.
It sure is. Motion back to the far side, play action pass. Robertson's going to roll it out to the near side. Now he's almost trapped and is back to the 35-yard line.
That time, Petey, he rolled to his right, and he was under heavy pressure, and Brent, when he tried to give ground and reverse his field, and when he did that, he lost huge yardage, which takes them out of field goal range, and Longview will have to punt. That time, Petey needed to unload the ball. And Longview did have one of their people out of the backfield wide open on the left sideline, but just too much pressure for Petey to see him.
So that'll bring on Jenkins to punt it away for Longview. Back at the 32-yard line is where Longview has moved. So with 5:22 to go in the first quarter, Longview will give it up. Nobody back for South Garland. Here's Jenkins with a kick. He angles it to the near side, off the side of his foot. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a very short kick.
I'm telling you, Brent, that's what you get with the wind. Now, that was a terrible punt, and he almost missed it. But what happens is, if you're a punter and you drop the ball a little bit wrong, the wind will blow it. It'll move the ball actually between your hands and your foot, and that's what I think happened then. I think it just pushed it a little bit to the right, and Jenkins just about whiffed that one.
He sure did. It
completely
only went
sideways.
It only went 3 yards, so it's the 30-yard lines for South Garland with scrimmage. First down and 10. No score with 5:03 to go first quarter. Double tight end set with an I formation. And they give it to the tailback, drop behind the line at the 26.
Yeah, Longview sniffed that play out perfectly, and he's got great penetration on LaCour, and the tackle was made by Cameron Jones.
Second down and 13. Back at the 27-yard line is the actual line of scrimmage. 4:41 to go first quarter. No score in the game. South Garland football at their own 27-yard line. Second down and 13. Double tight end set with an I formation. That's their normal set. And they're going to give it again to the tailback, and he's dropped again behind the line of scrimmage, back to the 26. So it's third down and 14.
You know, it's just Longview. I mean, if they think you can't throw, Brent, they're going to get people at the line of scrimmage, and that's what they've done on these first two plays, and they've both gone for losses.
They have loaded the line of scrimmage. It's third and 14. Wide receiver to the far side of the field on third down and 14. Wind at the back of the quarterback. There's play action pass. He sprints to the far side. They're going to dump it up in the air, and it's caught. And it's caught short of first down at the 38-yard line.
Wow. He actually he should have gone into flat, Brent. He tried to throw it down the field to the big tight end, and he did make the catch. That's Dylan Duncan. But had he gone underneath, he had a guy that was wide open and would have had plus yardage.
There's the fourth down and 2, and South Garland's going to punt it away. Jonathan Guerrero will go on to punt. And Joe Brown will go back to return this punt, and it should go pretty far with the wind at Guerrero's back. So 3 and out for South Garland. 3:09 to go first quarter. No score in the game. Here's the snap to Guerrero, and there's the kick. It's a line drive kick. Fielded by Brown at the 23. Across the field he comes. Up the field at the 30. Across the field at the 40. Room to run at the 45. And he's all the way to the 50, to the 49-yard line of South Garland. There are no flags down. Longview with great field position.
Man, I tell you, that was a nice return by Joe Brown as he grabbed the ball. It was a low punt, and he just able to sidestep the first wave. And when he did, he got some running room to the far sideline. 39-yard punt. Joe Brown returned it to the 49 of South Garland. So Longview with the wind in their face with 2:47 to go in the first quarter. Have it first down and 10 at South Garland's 49. Nice punt return by Joe Brown. It's a low punt, and Joe was able to grab it and get past the first wave.
Wing far side of the field. Double wide receiver set to the near side. One running back in the backfield. Now motion goes back to the far side of the field. They give it to Fagans. Left side he goes. Fagans got 7 yards to the 43. Or 6 yards to the 43. It's going to be second down and 4. At the 43-yard line of South Garland. Jordan Davis, the linebacker, made the tackle.
I can tell you, Brent, we're going to break a run before this one's out because they got a lot of people at the line of scrimmage, and they're getting deep penetration, and that's great as long as you make the play, but you miss one, and you've got a foot race. And
they've got the line of scrimmage loaded. Double wide near side along with the wing back. Spread formation, second down and 4. There goes Anthony. He's up the field. He's got a first down at the 38-yard line of South Garland. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score in the game. Longview football and a fresh set of downs at the 38 of South Garland.
We're going to play this first quarter.
It doesn't take long.
15 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long when both teams. 1:56 and the clock moves. Wing near side of the field, along with the wide receiver. High formation backfield. Anthony, left side he goes, and Anthony got that one all the way to the 32-yard line. He got 7. It's going to be second down and 3. At the 31. Trevor Abbott made the tackle for South Garland. He got 6. Second down and 4 at the 32 of South Garland for Longview. 1:18 to go here in the first quarter, and Longview's about to flip the field with the wind at their back. Second down and 4. Motion comes near side. There's toss sweep to Fagans. Fagans is going to try to get around the corner, and he could not. He got to the 30-yard line. He's going to be 1.5 yards or 2 short at the 30-yard line on third down. Longview almost assuredly in 4-down territory with 56 seconds to go. Flag down on the play. Face mask. Personal foul face mask against South Garland. Well, that's going to give Longview 15 yards.
Wow, that's a big penalty.
It's a very big penalty. That's going to give Longview 15 yards, and the line of scrimmage is going to go all the way down to the 15-yard line of South Garland. First down and 10 with 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. First down for Longview at the South Garland 15 with 56 seconds and the clock moving here in the first quarter. I formation, wing near side of the field, wide receiver far side. There's Fagan's right side. He got a couple of yards to the 13-yard line, maybe only one. It's going to be second down and 9. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
That time they crashed down Jordan Davis, Brent, from the linebacker position. They're taking a lot of chances on defense. I'm just telling you that before this is over, we're going to pop a run.
Second down and 9 with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Last snap of the first quarter coming up. 0-0 score. High formation again. Wing near side of the field. And there's Fagan's right side. He got it maybe a yard to the 12-yard line. It's going to be third down when we come back to Kincaid Stadium. No score in the game. We'll be back with the second quarter after this 1-minute timeout.